Yo, what's up, guys? It's Luca Kassab. Welcome to Fresh on Clips. No Noah Baskin here, but welcome back, Chris Rod. Chris Rodriguez is back almost exactly a year after his first guest appearance. Second time. So, Clippers won 7 in a row and 12 of their last 15. One of those wins is against the Warriors. The other one of their losses is against the Warriors. Chris Rodriguez here, massive Chris Paul fan. So let's start with what are your thoughts on the Warriors so far this season as a Chris Paul supporter?
you know, Off to one of like probably the worst starts like we've ever had. Um, we got players like Wiggins, Thompson just not playing to like what we know they could play, and then you got another guy like Green, just like not even playing basketball at this point. Coaches, it's bad when like Kerr is saying that he needs like help, outside help. It's like bigger than basketball, so it's like it sucks when we have that revolving around the team. So, we just got to deal with it and keep on moving forward.
I saw this morning when I was looking into the Warriors, Andrew Wiggins, a guy who last year I said was the second best player on their team. Even when they won the chip, he was the second best player on their team. His defense has fallen off, but even more so, he's shooting 27% from three. This is a dude who we've seen shoot 40% the past 2 years. So that was something that surprised me.
Yeah, it's getting bad. He recently just got benched, so he's not even in the starting five anymore. So, I mean, that's deserving. He isn't playing to what we're used to seeing him play. So, I mean, Kerr just got to be a good coach and like do what's best for the team and sit him out.
I will say, I've watched the Warriors a couple of times outside of when they played us, but the big thing I always notice is they just look old. It's a matter of Clay, as you said, having not playing to his level. Against the Clippers, he hooped, but he's shooting under 35% from three. Feels like he shoots the ball every time he touches it. He's only averaging 16 points a game.
Yeah, another player that ever since that injury, I don't think we've ever seen the same Klay Thompson. He's just been playing like it's not even a bad player, but it's just like not what we're used to seeing with Klay Thompson. And it's just like, especially now, I feel like he's getting affected by like Wiggins, by Green. He isn't playing himself recently, and it's like you said, Luca. It's just like it seems that every shot, every time he gets the ball, he shoots it, and it's just like whether it's a good shot or a bad shot, he just shoots it, which is not good for the team. So, when you got players like that, it's hard for the Warriors to make a run. It's hard for them to like for them to get to be on that championship level again. But the season has we're still in the first half of the season, so it's like we still have a lot of time to improve and get better. And yeah.
Podzemski, I think that's how you say his name. He's impressed me a lot. I remember Dime Dropper Pod, shout out Darian. He he was high on him because Pepperdine played him and he hooped every time he played him. His energy, I think, since he's become a starter for the Warriors, has changed their starting lineup a little bit.
Yeah, like the young guys every time that the Warriors get some like young players, I swear they just evolve to be someone like really good. I don't know if it's like the coaching staff or whatever, but like every time the Warriors get a young dude, it just seems like they've been taken off. And like you kind of see it with Wiseman. He left the Warriors and it's just like he's not doing as good because he left like that Warriors environment. And I feel like that Warriors environment is good. So yeah.
Championship system.
Yeah, definitely something like yeah.
Let's push it towards more so. What do you think the Warriors should do if they want to get to the level they expect to be at?
Honestly, it's a mix of other things, like I feel like just everyone got to step up. Like I don't know. It's also like a thing of where just like you said, it's like they look old, and that's really not something that you could get better, It's just like father time never loses. So as far as the things that we can control, Green, you got to control himself and just like the players stepping up. Closing out games has been pretty bad too. But yeah, I think it's just the little things, and there's like a lot of things that we can't really control, old age. Like we got CP, we got Chris. I mean CP, we got Steph, and that's just things that we really can't control. So we gotta leave that. We can't be focusing on that. And we just gotta focus on like each individual player, I feel like getting better as themselves. But yeah.
One thing you mentioned closing out games. When that game the Clippers won, one of them, the most recent one, Paul George game winner. Shout out PG, but go Curry seems at the end of games. I don't know if you've noticed it, but to me, he seems a little too passive in the sense where Draymond, for example, being the one to shoot a three that would tie the game, or if that was to win the game. Curry, you're the best player on the court. And it's just a matter of Draymond Green's not that good of a shooter. We're not in 2016 anymore. Why
I'm
are
not even in 2016. Like, I don't know, like Green doesn't bring, I mean, I'm not even trying to hate or anything, but like this dude doesn't bring anything good to the table. Motherfuckers wrestling people out here. Like, I don't know what positive he brings to the Warriors. Like ever since like the little like the punch thrown at who I just swear like he's just like been a different player. Like I really don't see a positive impact that he brings. Like every time I watch the games, like, oh, what is Green doing? Like it's better just not to have him on the floor.
big thing I'd say about Draymond Green, Chris Paul. I think everyone who listens to the podcast knows Chris Paul is my favorite player of all time. I just don't think the fit that we saw or we thought we were going to see between the two's there because they're both too ball dominant of players to play next to each other. Where Steph, he plays off the ball, he moves really well. CP's been great with helping the young guys look better. Dario Saric has looked really good with Chris Paul.
Yeah.
But then you have a dude like Draymond Green who he's ball dominant and he can't space the floor. So him and CP playing together just feels awkward.
Yeah. Like that's a good point, but you see Kerr trying to move him to the second unit and not have him start. It's just a little awkward, you know. I mean, he tried to like adjust to it, but like you said, Luca, I just don't think this is a good fit. Like the CP3 Curry situation. It's just not really like I don't see them really working out, and it kind of just shows. Like we haven't like what are we even in the West? Like I don't even think we're top
Out
10.
of the play-in.
Huh?
11th in the West.
Yeah, we're not
Two
like
games out
we're
of being,
lacking, bro. Like we won a championship like what, 2 years ago?
yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah, like this is not like championship level team. So I think we have to make I mean, I think there has to be some changes made, whether it's Chris Paul leaving or it's just like adding some new players on the team. But I really don't see the team that we have right now going to the championship and repeating.
Interesting points, and I see all of it. Let's move towards we're a Clippers podcast, so we got to talk a little bit about us.
Yeah, of course.
So, James Harden, everybody knew my stance. All of my friends in school knew my stance. Everyone who watches the podcast knew my stance. Everybody I knew. Chris knew firsthand. He saw firsthand my reaction when we got him. But I've changed a little bit with Russ coming off the bench. We've looked a lot better. While Russ's stats have decreased, Kawhi's looked a lot better with Harden starting. And I want to hear from a non-biased, either Clipper or Sixer fan in Chris. What do you think of the Harden trade for us?
Um, at first, it was like it was looking really bad. Like what is going on here? But like honestly, it's gone way better. Like I feel like it was gonna need some time to get used to because it's like you can't just put him in there and just expect it to go like automatically. It was gonna take some time to get used to, and I really feel like they have it locked in now. Like it looks like a really scary team with like Kawhi having like arguably the best stretch in his career right now, which is like crazy. Like he's still being dominant with Kawhi with Paul George, Harden, Russ on his team. It's like a good sign that you're your best player because like Kawhi is obviously the main option on the Clippers. It's good to see that your best player is still putting up the really good numbers and them winning too because it's like if your best player's putting up good numbers and you're losing, it's not like,
Yeah, big thing I'd say with the whole situation is props out to Russ, props out to Bones Highland. Both of them were playing great basketball to start the year, and Bones hasn't played in a long time. He sacrificed for the team. Russ is playing 10 to 15 minutes a night. So it's clear that the goal of this is all to win.
yeah.
So to get into just basketball history here, we were talking about Draymond Green and how he hasn't been the same player. I'd say Draymond, he's still the same tier of type of player. His impact may not be as great. He's not as good of a shooter. So it gives teams a way to sag off. But we were having this conversation yesterday. My opinion is if Draymond Green, 2016, because he's suspended right now, 2016, Draymond Green does not get suspended in the finals, the Warriors win the championship.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Like that game five, that I remember he got suspended game five, right? Like,
Game six was the suspension, but game five, he got thrown out midway through.
yeah, he didn't play game six. Oh yeah, he didn't play game six. Like, I mean, like it's hard to tell. Like the this is my point of view. Like the Cavs, like they had the momentum. Like they just had 41 from Irving and Braun in in Oakland, and then they go back home. Like they have all the momentum in the world. They got their fans back. They got everyone back. Like obviously the Warriors are like worst team with the Green there, but I don't even think it was a close game, game six. Like the Cavs look like a way better team. Like they just came out way stronger. They just look like a better team. So it's like I don't know how much of a difference Draymond Green would make, but I still think the Cavs take that one, whether Green is there or not. And then game seven, it's just like game seven is game seven. Like it's just who wants it more.
Historic
So
game.
what's
Such a
up?
historic game.
Yeah, that that game was crazy. But no, I still think Cavs take that even if Green doesn't get suspended.
My whole thing is you mentioned momentum, and while the momentum may have slightly been on the Cavs side, I think mentally losing your second best player, I'd say Draymond was better than Clay in 2016. Debatably your second best player, that's a momentum change by itself. So I think that by losing that and by losing Draymond for that game and having to adjust to the on the fly to that changed the momentum to me. And
I think that was like the craziest thing to say that you just said Draymond Green was the second best player on that team. I don't even think it was close that Klay Thompson was obviously the second best player on that team. Like, see, if we pull up the numbers, bro, that fool was just hooping the whole series. Like, or I didn't even know if the whole series, but like, I feel like that's when Klay was born, like 2016. He was going crazy. I don't think it was even close. Like, it was Curry, Klay, and then Dre. No,
Dre's impact was so insane though. So that's what puts him above for me is I think he was a more well-rounded player. Whereas Clay was still one of the best, probably at that point in time, the best 3 and D in the NBA. Draymond in that aspect was doing everything. Primary ball handler for them. Defensively, getting steals, blocks, active defensively. And this is when Draymond could hit some open threes, so can't forget.
yeah,
But Draymond Green, we always forget because of that game six suspension and Kyrie's shot in game seven. That game seven, Draymond Green had 39 points, 15 boards, 9 assists.
yeah. That I remember that game. He made like six threes in a row. I was like, what the hell is going on? And then Curry had a really bad game. He had like 17 points, I think.
Yeah, that was
So
awful.
I mean, I guess 17 points is not a really bad game, but like when you're a superstar and it's a game seven, like you gotta be pulling up like 30 plus.
Exactly, just like how Kai and Braun did. So,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So that's why I think that the Cavs take that no matter what happens.
all right, let's go back to current history. Play-in tournament just happened. I know you're a massive LeBron guy. So, to you, what's your opinion on the play-in? Because Noah and I discussed it briefly last podcast. Noah liked it because he thought it was a cool idea. but I was really against it because I just thought it really didn't have much. So what do you have on it?
On the playing tournament.
Yes.
See, I think the playing tournament was like I really liked it. To be honest, like if you saw the environment, it just gave off like such a good it seems so competitive. It doesn't even matter if it was for the money, like the 500,000 was on the line, but it's just like as a basketball fan, you want to see that competitiveness like every single time. Like they were like going crazy, the stance was going crazy, the players were going crazy. I think that was a really good move for the NBA and for the players as well, and for the fans. Like I just think that was a win situation. Adam Silver, W commissioner for thinking of that. But yeah, I'm totally in for the in season tournament. Like the only like problem is that like how are we gonna look at this in terms of legacies like in tournament championship like what does that even mean? Like like what does that mean for LeBron and stuff? Like
Does LeBron's in-season tournament MVP push him above Jordan? Is
I
that
know.
is
See,
that
see,
going to
see,
be
this is what I
something?
mean. Like you're gonna have some people saying like, oh, like this in season tournament, but it's just like I don't even know. It's it's good competitiveness for the league and everyone, but it's just like I don't know where it stands in terms of like overall like legacy, like looking at like the numbers and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I think that it produced some great hoops. Like, for example, I'm pointing to Indiana, Milwaukee. That was
It also was the birth of many players
it was more so
uh
I'd say
sorry, I said it was also the birth of many players like Hallie. If the in-season tournament never happened, I don't ever think he would ever be born. Like that was his time to shine and he took advantage of it.
I wouldn't say it was his birth, but I think that it was finally him getting the recognition for how good of a basketball player he is.
Oh, I mean, I never watched an Indiana Pacers game in my life, so if he was balling out before that, then props to him. But like, he finally got to show it on the big stage, so
The
you know,
exact point right
that's good for
there.
him.
Exact point. Because Halliburton's been doing this. It's just a matter of the Pacers have one TNT game for the entirety of the season, excluding the play-in. So it's not many people were, as you said, not many people are watching the Pacers. They're a smaller franchise. They're a younger team, but by having this tournament, it really showed how fun of a team they are, showed Halliburton's talent, and it showed the future's bright for Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, like, you got Indiana, you got Sacramento. What other young teams are there? You got
KC,
like the Hornets, you got Melo Ball in there. There's like a lot of teams that were just like super irrelevant and like they had no success or just like coming up now. So it's like good for the league to like have these like the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards is going crazy. Like it's just good like these teams that are coming from the bottom are just like starting to rise from the top. Speaking of that, actually, the Detroit Pistons, like, are they trying to break a record or something?
I just
Like
don't think they're very talented.
like, I mean, like they got Cade, they got the one of the twins.
Bogdanovich and
Like
Thompson.
they got Wiseman. Like what? They got like all the number one picks from like the last or like they got all like the top picks. I'm sorry to say this, but like because Monty Williams just holds a special place in my heart. But I mean, he has a lot to blame there. Like, come on, man. Like, you know.
So we're saying Chris Paul made Monty Williams. Okay.
See, I don't even want to say that, but like, yeah, low key. Like you at some point that like I don't know, at some point you have to like kind of take pride as like a coach and say like, I'm kind of responsible for like this team and how it moves. So like if we're losing 20, what is it, 23?
24 now after
20,
starting two and
24 in
one.
a row, it has something to do with me and a big part to do with me. So, something got to be fixed there. I think that is like the world or like the NBA's like worst losing streak in like ever. Like
Yeah,
I don't
they're getting
remember anything like this like
they're,
at all.
they're pushing towards 2012, 2013
It's
Boston.
crazy.
Pushing
Oh
towards
my
the
God.
Bobcats.
That is like I mean, I thought the Pistons were one of those teams that were like I was saying that were like, that they were building up. They were gonna like when they got one of the twins. I don't even know if they have Amon or Asar.
It's a SAR, the better
Asar, when they got
defender.
Asar, I thought they were gonna be like, woo, but like Monty's selling, I'm not gonna lie.
My worst take of the year. I'm pretty sure it's on this podcast. I said the Pistons were gonna finish tied for the 10th seed in the East and miss because of a tiebreaker.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad take. I don't think anyone's coming close to them with the last seed. Like they'll clearly be the last seed. Maybe the worst team in NBA history. Who knows, you know? Who knows?
I think they'll beat the 9 wins, but I feel that one.
Wait, what is the worst team in NBA history?
The Bobcats won 9 games in 2012, 2013.
Oh,
So we'll see. I don't think they'll be that bad, but as of
you
now,
know,
it's looking
that's a
awful.
good bet. That is a really good bet. Will the Pistons win 9 games? Like, it's if they don't win 5 games before like February, like
It may be wraps.
it's bad, man. It's bad.
Last topic here. What are you? I'm saying for me at least, I hate the fact that with the in-season tournament, the Lakers are raising a banner for it.
Oh yeah, I
Thoughts
mean,
on that?
again, this has also like again has something to do with like how it stands in legacy. Now, I don't think that they should do that like at all because I saw a video of like Kobe. He was saying something like here in LA, the Lakers, we don't raise like conference champions. Like we don't raise any of that stuff. We only raise NBA championship banners. So it's like I don't know, like as big of a franchise the Lakers are, like I don't think that they should have done that. Just stick to the finals in June, just like I don't like this and I mean I like the idea of it, but I don't think there should be a banner for it. That's too much.
See, so I'm big on just scrolling through Twitter and Laker fans, it's hilarious. They're really prideful in this banner. And I was thinking about it. If the Clippers had done this, right? Let's say
Yeah.
roll switch, the Clippers win the in-season tournament and raise a banner. What do you think Laker fans would say?
Yeah, they would say that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't even think the in-season tournament banner should be, I don't even think that there should be a like honestly there shouldn't even be a trophy. Just give them money. Like what is that trophy? That thing is like this like
Yeah,
this
the trophy, the champagne
Yeah,
celebration.
that's crazy to me. Like that's too much. Like just like I feel like, just leave that in the summer. Like we
Yeah,
don't need that right now.
let the
Just
dudes just
give them the
hoop,
money.
give them their bag, let them hoop, let them have fun, hoop the
Exactly, bro.
safest.
Like there's no need for all this.
So we touched on the most disappointing team in the NBA with the Pistons. I think we can agree on that. And
Yeah.
the Warriors probably a close second, but
Ooh, yeah.
who's
Yeah.
been the most surprising team to you?
Surprising. I mean, the Pacers. Hallie, like I didn't even know who that dude was like 2 months ago. Like, like now he's like a superstar. Like I don't like this dude. Like for real, surprised me. Edwards has also been playing
That's
great.
what I'm thinking. I think Minnesota is the
Yeah, he
prize.
he's been going crazy with it. He's also surprising me a lot. So yeah, these I want to see how the standings look at the end of the regular season. Like, um, yeah, because this is like.
Minnesota's in the one right now, which Anthony Edwards,
West.
yeah, they're one in the West.
What's the record?
They're 2 games above the Clippers. And we're right now, I think they have 8 losses. We have 10 losses. I think the Timberwolves are at 7 or 8 losses.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't think they were number one.
What I'll say with the Timberwolves is after last year where we saw Cat, Gobert, Edwards, the three of them didn't really work together. Seeing Cat picking up his game back to the level we know he's at, top 20 player in the NBA. Cat right there, seeing him 42 nights ago, just seeing him elevate and seeing Gobert and him with the questions we had all off seasons, with the Gobert's washed allegations, seeing them pick up And then Anthony Edwards rise to stardom the way we knew he would after last season. It's been amazing to watch, and they've been such a fun team to watch this year.
Yeah, like the Timberwolves, like they surprised a lot of people. Like they like Edwards is just like what is this, his third year or like fourth
Yeah,
year?
third year in the NBA. Same draft
Third
pick
year.
as
He's
Melo.
like playing like what, like Michael Jordan? No, I'm just
Hey,
kidding.
he's
Like
drawing those comparisons.
yeah, nah. Like he just is playing like he's a vet. Like you just see him out there. He's moving like he's talking trash, like like he's been in the league for 10 plus years. So it's like it's good to see it. Like, you want to have your best player in full confidence. So seeing that is just like it's like a good sign for the Timberwolves and like they got a really bright future ahead.
It's massively bright upside. They've been hooping. Their young guys have been pretty good for them. We'll see what happens there. Western Conference is really close. So, last thing I'll ask you. I've already said that one time, but last thing. Who do you think the top six in the West are going to be with how when the season ends? We'll look back on this. I'll get you back on after the season ends, and we'll
I
see how.
bet. Yes. So the top six, no order, by the way, no order.
Yeah, just six teams. The top
Timberwolves,
six.
I got the Nuggets, I got the Clippers, I got the Warriors.
Oh, that right there's a little bold.
I got the Lakers, and last but not least, wait, can you say the top six right now?
Right now we have. Let me verify it for you, but it's Minnesota, Denver. The Clippers are in there. Sacramento's in there. Sacramento's in there. Houston, I believe, is right there. If not, they're right on the bubble. But let me pull it up right now and I'll give you the exact standings. And Dallas, I believe, is in there. But it goes Minnesota's one, OKC is two. Dallas,
OKC?
yeah, okay. And Minnesota's 19 and 5.
What the?
Minnesota, OKC, Dallas, Denver, Sacramento, Los Angeles, with the Pelicans, Lakers, Rockets, and Suns taking the four play-ins.
The Suns are not even six?
The Suns are 10 right now.
What the? Yo,
So,
I don't even. Okay. Let me redo the list.
okay.
We got the Nuggets. We got the Timberwolves.
Okay.
We got the Kings. We got the Clippers.
Some hardcore thinking here.
We got the Lakers. And then
Last one's tough.
I'm gonna say the Suns. Like they have to pick it up. They got what? KD, Brad, and like Book. Like, come on,
Got
bro.
hurt
Let's
though,
get
so
top six.
we'll see though. Brad just got hurt, so
He did?
yeah, ankle.
Shit, whatever.
You
Part
trust
of
him to pick it up. I'll say I'll give you my numbers. I think Minnesota somehow keeps one. They've been that good offensively and defensively.
the they tough with it.
Sacramento gets two. They're same type of team they were last year. High energy, great shooting, plays fast. We'll go Clippers 3, Denver 4, OKC at 5. Che,
That's
Shea, Shea, as I've said before, Shea is a undisputed top 5 talent in the NBA. But until he shows me some form of playoff success, he's not a top 10 NBA player. And then 6, Los Angeles Lakers. So on paper for me right now, Clippers Lakers first round series. Never happened before.
yeah, that's crazy. The stadium's gonna be wild. Like you got Laker fans, like half Clippers, half Lakers every
It's
game.
gonna be
Oh, home
70%.
advantage.
It'll be 70% purple and gold, but us 30% of Clippers fans will be loud and proud.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
We'll see what happens with the Western Conference, the NBA in general. Hopefully, if Chris Paul is not traded, the Warriors pick it up a little. Clippers maintain
Hopefully,
their
hopefully, hopefully Chris Paul um Hopefully that motherfucker. I mean, hopefully he goes to the East. Easy walk to the finals. Like the East is nothing. Like if we got Chris Paul in the East, that's a championship right there.
Miami Heat. Come on,
Exactly, bro.
give it to me. But we'll see what happens. Thank you for the appearance, Chris Rodriguez. Very happy to have you on. I think the fans will be happy to have you on. And let's go Clippers.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me. Fresh on Clips. You the boy.
Clippers bring it in. 5 seconds to go. Tie game. Seatbelts are fastened. Lou Williams for the win. Bingo!
Oh my goodness.
God, he got it! 1 second left. Clippers by 2.
The 3 for the tie. Oh my goodness. I don't believe what